Part 8. Um, so they have wizardry and sorcery going on in the USA, and it needs to stop. And behind the wizards on the devices are wicked angels of shame and embarrassment, blasphemy, adultery, whoredom, slavery, idolatry. Um, so it needs to stop. And so in part 7, I touched on an example of how they would operate through an individual, basically attacking leadership, right? One of the things they like to do is to resist leadership, resist the truth, like Jannes and Jambres. God helped me to know that, leading me to 2 Timothy 3, verse 8. Um, and um, God also helped me to know that one of the ways for it to stop is to manifest their folly, meaning expose their folly. Not too many people want to do that because of all the things that can happen to them as a result of doing that. But I'll speak it, I'll say it. Um, Even if they're petty with causing me to have multiple videos on one topic where it could be just one or two videos. So, in calling Lady Michelle Obama a man, um, that's satanic, right? That disturbs um, or troubles the minds of individuals. It can trouble the children. Satan may do it to try to provoke them to anger. It can trouble the mind of the husband. Um, Basically, they say these things and do these things to dishonor the head, and then also they know that some things are being recorded, and then this wizard, or some of the wizards, like to repeat itself. Repeat itself, repeat itself, repeat itself. You know where that comes from if you grew up in the USA. But anyway, so they say these things and it's unacceptable. It's almost as if like people forgot their pre-K lessons, right? um but anyway, I say that coming from an early childhood background. So they would say these things to trouble the head. God help me to understand what they're doing is they dishonor their head, and God is the head of all things, and he's the head of his church. And then the husband is symbolic of um, the being the head, um, God's head, right, in the marriage. And so they do that. Satan does that to trouble, right? Trouble the mind, because that doesn't bring forth peace. That's not saying things that are lovely, just, pure, and true, or of good report. That is trying to take away the peace of God that passeth all understanding. And so I've learned that there's this culture where they like to say things, and Wilding Out with Nick Cannon is an example. They like to diss and say things to, he just, Nick Cannon, I just want to say, just put it into a show and make money off of it. But there's a culture where they like to say things in order to basically humiliate someone and subjugate the person, and um, cause them to have mental, what we say, mental illness, um, but to not think of themselves the way they're supposed to. That's the whole